mentioned the Doppelgangers. In terms of writing these characters, they're characters we do know, but they're also not. It's a very different version of a character. What are the conversations in the writer's room of like, oh, it's Kevin, so we got to make him like this, but wait, it's not our Kevin. Like, how do you guys find that balance as writers?
I think the idea is they're still the same people, they just haven't been through the same experiences. The only difference, as we've stated on the show, between Apocalypse World and our world is this is a world Sam and Dean were never born into. So this is what the world looks like if Sam and Dean aren't born. But Bobby's still Bobby and Kevin's still Kevin. They haven't met our guys, but they're still the same people. So you want to, treat them with the respect you would show the same people.
Sure. I thought something was going to happen. Jared?
A question just occurred to me that I don't know if I'm allowed to ask of y'all.
Ask it.
Yes, you can go to the restroom.
Well, you're just amongst friends. So
May I use the bathroom? Is there an Apocalypse World Sam Winchester?
No.
We just literally just said that these are the worlds that the brothers were not born into. Like playback doesn't have to go back more than 15 seconds.
I couldn't hear it. I was like, they're saying something. I can't.
Yeah, no, there's no Winchesters in these alternate worlds. So wait, I have a question.
Is there an Apocalypse World? Okay, fine. I accept.
Where are we?
Is there an Apocalypse World Dean Winchester?
No.
Take it, Bob.
Obviously not. There's monsters.
That's right.
interestingly enough, Jared plays the smart one.
Yeah.
Plays. Pretends.
I want to touch on something you guys introduced this season, which was the Big Empty, which Misha.
Wow.
All right.
The empty.
That was the
Misha, will you tell your wife to quiet down?
But Misha, it led to you playing opposite you, one of you with an accent.
Yep. You know what? I have to say,
Yo,
it was
what
nice
was that
to
accent?
finally be working in a scene with a professional. Someone who just shows up, knowing their lines.
Where was that?
Not fondling you below the waist.
Where was that professional from? I couldn't place it.
He was from the mid-Atlantic. He was born on an oil rig in the mid-Atlantic.
I thought that.
Yeah.
I thought so. I couldn't
It's
place
an
it.
unusual accent. It's a dialect
Yeah.
we're not familiar
When we
with.
first saw dailies of Misha being this alternate Misha, Andrew and I kind of looked at each other and go, what the hell is that?
Yeah. But it grows on you.
I nailed it. That's what I was
Yeah.
going for.
I like the
But
idea.
Bob, to be fair, that's your reaction to most dailies that you see. That's just your reaction.
I love the idea that Misha got a script and it's just like normal guy and he just like went hammer. What was the process of shooting that scene though? I mean, obviously it took a lot of time.
It actually, that was the empty was one day really of shooting, but it was an intense day, and it was kind of interesting because I brought my wife to set that day, to actually with a purpose, and the purpose was to show her, because we've been working on these projects together, and the purpose was to show her like this is what a well-oiled machine looks like. Like, everybody knows what their job is. Everybody knows the equipment they're working with, and it was a complete and utter cluster F. Everybody was sort of powwowing after each take, like, how does this work? And then,
What is this accent he's
what
doing?
is that? His accent is killing us. And then the director kept being like, you know what? I think, Misha, you know what? We'll try another one, but switch characters. And so I was going back and forth. It felt like it was really kind of an experiment, and I think we sort of figured it out. The accent never found its way, but yeah, it was an interesting day on the set and kind of unique.
Yeah.
And now here we are at the Oscars.
How many bloopers are there of Castiel with an accent?
None. 0.
Really?
No bloopers.
I don't
I will
believe
not sign off on those bloopers.
Well, another. Oh, no.
It's gone. No, it's gone. To be perfectly honest, I actually had electroshock therapy to take that out of my head.
We all did.
I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
As good as he is in the part, every time he has a scene with Jared, he has to put up with so much crap.
It's been the ultimate test.
Which is good for Misha because Misha isn't the butt of it yet. But he hangs in there like grim death. So if you love his acting, it's even better than you think.
These are the takes they can use.
I still love the Misha found a friend.
We could write a book together. It would be acting under duress.
Yes. It's called, what do you call it? Obstacle acting?
Obstacle acting.
Yeah. Just trying to navigate your way.
Obstacle course.
True story. One of our directors, Nina, who we love and adore, was shooting Alex's close-up, and
In Tombstone. Yeah.
and we'll call it light hazing, got so bad
That's
that
what
she.
my lawyer's calling it too.
It got so bad that she said, "All right, forget it." He couldn't get through a take because we wouldn't let him, and so she said, "All right, forget it. Swing the cameras up to the guys, get their close-ups, and shoot them out and get them off my set." So that we can go back and shoot Alex's close-up without them here.
Well, I love Alex's reaction because he had done like 1 or 2 or 3 takes, and he's like, "That's it. They're
Oh yeah, she didn't tell him what the plan was. She was like, "All right, we're done with that. Let's go up to the boys."
And he's looking, it's like, I was laughing through every take. And we're
It's like, "This is not a good take. There's nothing they can use."
And so they move on to us and film us out. And Alex is like, "My God, I didn't even really get a close-up because they were messing with me." And so we finish our close-ups, and it's like, "Okay, it's a wrap on Jensen and Jared. Okay, put the cameras back on Alex now." And he's like, "Oh, I do get a close-up. They're just sending a voice." Only Misha and Alex have ever kicked us off our own set. Bravo.